the strangest feeling that I had been here before. But still, I couldn't remember. When? I couldn't remember why. I couldn't remember my own name. It was possible that there was a clue hidden right before me, some trivial detail, like the name tag of a waitress. Perhaps I had been here in a dream where two men had been arguing about a monster lurking in the alley. Perhaps that was it. All I had to do was wait for my alarm clock, and then it would make sense, unless my alarm clock was a cowboy. And this concludes another chapter of number 32, Privet Drive, by Jason Bourne. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. Welcome to another late night Twitch stream here at Purblind Gamer. I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. Mine's not been bad. Got a few things done. Caught my lip on my razor while shaving. Turned out not to be too terrible. So, we look on the bright side. Always stay on the sunny side of life. Isn't that what they used to say? They got into something about Easter bunnies. But maybe that was just my life at Boy Scout camp. Hey, Yak, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, not a whole lot has happened since yesterday. Another Sunday filled with chores and grocery shopping and things that I should have done, but didn't. And the occasional text from work because, work never sleeps. Welcome to America. I actually have a pretty good job in terms of they really try not to bother me on, days off, and if they do, it's short stuff, usually. I did get a couple of decent bargains, trying to think. Yes, I always shop the, sales and the closeouts and markdowns, so... Oh yeah, got a loaf of bread for only, was it $1.50? Well, the decent brands of bread. Downside is it expires in less than a week. Oh well, guess I'll have to eat it. But hey, I buy food to eat it. I don't buy food to hoard it. Well, when I looked in your pantry, well, maybe you should say the fuck out of my pantry, airplane lion. Get your own pantry. Yeah. I don't buy food to hoard it the way I used to. 4 frozen steamed buns for $4. That does sound like a good deal. And tasty. Of course, I don't know how your dollars compare to our dollars. Actually, I don't know how our dollars compare to most things these days. I know Canada caught up. Korea and Japan are still a good bit lower. England is higher than us, but not as much as it once was. And Italy was like, yeah, this is a mess, we're going to the euro. To be fair, much of Europe did the same thing. Not that I'm throwing shade at Italy. Not that I'm putting pineapple on pizza, as the saying goes. Okay, the US dollar is a little more higher than the New Zealand dollar. I figure it's a little higher than most, or a lot of the other dollars, but not necessarily too much. We're not talking like Canada in the 90s situation. I mean, it was more the 80s. I don't know. Never read much economic history, what can I say? Oh yeah, barbecue steamed bun. That is a good dinner. Especially on a cold night. Hopefully we're done with the cold nights hereabouts. Should be, it's spring. And we're in Los Angeles, or, Southern California. I don't know if you exactly call this Los Angeles, but we're in Southern California, where it's, warmer. And it'll be getting warmer. Yeah. Sumas is a coming in, as I believe it was Peter Cushing said, right before. Well, I'll let you guys watch the movie and find out the context. That was Peter Cushing, right? In The Wicker Man. God, I say that. I haven't seen it in years. Meh. Anyway. Now is probably... silly me. Yeah. I don't... was it Hammer? I don't think it was a Hammer movie, but... God, maybe it was, and I'm just wrong. Again, I saw it once back in undergrad, which was some years ago. Oh, agreed. Hammer did some really great horror movies. And yeah, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing did well in so many of them. Yeah, they did a lot of good ones. There's still plenty I haven't seen. Need to seek out. I'm sure there's some, 30 movie DVD box set with all the Hammers, but I ain't found it yet. Of course, I ain't looked for it because it would probably cost like $100. And hey, Nifty Ness, how are you doing? Good evening to you too. And you guys, please go check out Nifty Ness. We've been playing, just chatting. Oh, speaking of chatting, thank you to everybody who came out to my last couple of streams. Did we do a just bonus? No, we didn't do a bonus stream this week. The weeks blend together. Yeah. At least with work, I can somewhat keep track of what I did in each week. But last night we played a couple of random horror games. Was it Moves Away and Gimmick? Right. And on Wednesday, we started Doom Reboot, which is fun so far. Oh, cool, you're building models. Yeah, there's no, category for those kind of arts and crafts. It's weird, the things that Twitch doesn't have categories for. For a long time, they didn't have a category for Watch Party unless it was specifically coupled with Amazon. Because, I don't know, copyright laws or monopolies or something. They want to pretend VHS didn't exist. But it did. I was there. Thing. Yeah, I guess building models isn't really art. It's engineering. That would be a good category for it. And the plan for tonight is we're going to continue MINDSHADOW, the 1984 text adventure, and see if we make better progress. I feel like I was going pretty slowly through the first time, but just remember, look at everything, think about everything. It's really the think command hasn't come in useful yet. Save and then ask the Condor about everything. Abuse the hint system. They wouldn't have put a hint system in if they didn't want it to be abused. The Death Guard. Is this a Warhammer 40k models you're building, Niftiness? Lord of Virulence. That's quite a title. Right, I knew you enjoyed Warhammer 40k. Yeah, take that, hint system. So don't slap the Condor. We like the Condor. Bitch slapped the servant of the hint system. He was sleeping while the hint system was being attacked by a rabid raccoon. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. Wait. MINDSHADOW, right. right, I should catch you guys up to speed on the plot. We play as a man who wakes up stranded on an island, covered with quicksand and monkeys and things, and he has no memory of who he is. Fortunately, he's able to attract a ship, and the captain of the ship, which is a late 19th century pirate ship, demands payment. Fortunately, our hero dug in a random place, found a map, used it to traverse the quicksand, and found a treasure chest, which contained rum, which he gave to the captain to buy passage. And on the ship, he can't really get off the ship because it's being chased by the Royal Navy, and the crew wasn't friendly, so he thrashed one of them soundly, and now they're scared of him. And the ship's surgeon is apparently an expert on brain injuries, but won't tell us his name. And he noticed a gash on our head, which says that's a pretty bad head wound we have. Oh yeah, and we have a meat cleaver. And a condor. Yeah. But it would be a ridiculous coincidence if he gave us some kind of brain injury and then dumped us on an island, and then his captain happened to pick us up. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? It's a text adventure from the mid-'80s. A lot could go wrong. Yeah, they tell you, save often because you could die or softlock yourself. Very easily, it happens a lot. They didn't use the term softlocked, but yeah, even if it hadn't been coined yet, we know what they were talking about. 1,000 seconds. Could never happen in 1,000 seconds. Was there a surgeon in Fallout 3? Oh, right. Oh, he offers you transport. You're in the crew's quarters. They look at you in fear. Or at least mild surprise. I did finish watching the Fallout TV series this weekend. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Oh. A steamboat captain will take you to a place and he collects people's brain matter. You're liking it too, Yak? Yeah, it's a really fun show. You know, it almost makes me want to be like, maybe I should play through all the games. And I'm like, turn-based combat in the first two, time commitment of dozens to hundreds of hours. Maybe I'll just enjoy the TV show for now. So I have... Right, so we have the meat cleaver. Oh, that's the first, like, FPS one, right? Is that your favorite of the Fallouts, Yak? Got plenty of humor. Well, I gathered from the TV show that it probably would. Cut. Pillow. Alright. Cut. Surgeon. Oh, New Vegas. Is that like the expansion pack? Or game after it? You cannot cut E-Surgeon. You cannot use the cleaver. Then why do I have it? Alright, I was kind of thinking at the end of last stream that the captain wouldn't let us put drop anchor, then maybe I could cut. Look at that rope or hose. We never figured out what that was. I feel like we tried this before. Look at spyglass. Nothing but sea and sky. Abaft, matey. You find a barnacle-encrusted anchor tethered to a rusty winch at the ship's stern. A winch? Not a capstan? Just wondering. Cut winch. Cut tether. Did I misspell it? I think that's right. So that is rope. Well, we don't know that. Cut chain. Oh, try cut chain with XXXX, which, as we've learned from Cadillacs and dinosaurs, means fuck. Cut chain with fuck. Thank you, game. I'm surprised they had swearing in 1984. Oh, that worked. You've done it, Swabby. The winch spins, the anchor slips into the sea, the boat slows to a stop. Are you saying the game's not capturing? What the flying fuck? Thank you for letting me know. Why? Since when does DOSBox not work? Okay, let me try cycling capture method to currently automatic, so oh, you're enjoying the description. Yeah, but this text adventure actually has graphics, so we want to be able to show those. There, you guys should be seeing that now. Now here, should I load? Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Captain Thaco. How are you doing tonight? The Shadow. Oh, yeah. The Shadow radio plays are great. Cut chain. That's one sharp cleaver. Oops. The winch spins, the anchor slips into the sea, the boat slows to a stop. Wait, if the chain's connected to the anchor, and I cut the chain, why? Is the chain now attached to the anchor, which is in the ocean? I feel like this doesn't make sense. Let's see. Oh, wait, let's look through the telescope. Look at. Oh, it's the Royal Navy. Fancy meeting them here. Hello, Royal Navy. I'm just curious, is the captain going to kill us if we go back to him? The captain sees you and grabs you. As he strangles the life out of you, he yells, "Why, you limey landlubber, you stopped my ship, and now I will have to answer to the Royal Navy. You are dead. It seems your game has ended. I thought that might happen. Will the surgeon also kill us? Nah, he's cool. You are on the plank. The Royal Navy is here. You can board the ship at the end of the plank. You leave the ship onto a waiting Royal Navy boat, which takes you to the English shore. You're walking along a pier. Some debris floats nearby. Oh, they didn't even demand payment for the ride. Good old Royal Navy. A diverse mixture of junk. I can't think we'll need the map. I wonder if you have maximum inventory. We use the steel to get the debris. Yeah. The doors are dark. The docks are dark and dangerous. But there are ways out. Airport Way runs to the north. Baker Street runs to the east. The coastal fog is cool and thick with brine. An old fisherman is trying to catch his dinner. You see a fishing pole. He says, "Can't you see? You're scaring the fish." It's not the one he's holding, is it? You see a fishing pole. I do not know what the word fishing pole. Then how could you just tell me what I just saw? This game has amnesia. It's not just the protagonist, it's the game itself. And we just got a redemption for. What on earth did you get in the mail? Well, I'll tell you. No, I won't tell you. I'll show you. Taxes. Yeah. Well, the federal government says... There's gotta be an easy way to open these bloody things. But I haven't figured it out yet. Jeez, what if they used? Duct tape? We got a book. I always try to give the interns something, like some sort of present at the end of their internship, since they give us, they put in work. So going to give one of them The Grim Legacy. Borrow the magic if you dare. This is a fantasy novel that I read some years ago, and became one of my favorite books. It was when I was interning at the Shakespeare Center, and I might have called in sick because I'd stayed up almost till dawn reading this book. Well, also because I had a cold. It's got a cool cover. And that's what I got in the mail, and it was only like $5. Withdrawn from the Sutton Free Public Library, 4 Uxbridge Street, Sutton, Massachusetts. Sutton Free Public Library. Is there a Sutton Paid Public Library? Or the Sutton Free Private Library? How many libraries is Sutton, Massachusetts harboring? One can only guess. And that is what I got in the mail. Now, perhaps if we take pole. The fisherman won't let you take it. He can go in any other directions. Let's see what that thing is next to him. We trade. Oh right, it won't let you give things. Or will it? Let me give the rum to the captain, didn't it? Nope. What does not actually need the shell? Let's see what that thing is on the wall. You're making your way north on Baker Street. A dark alley extends to the east. Make sure. Couldn't go anywhere else here. I figure we'll use the fishing pole to catch the debris. Can't enter that building. Okay. Look at... Is that a barrel? Yeah. Trash digging, show some pride. It's the same thing they said about the barrel on the island. You're in a dark alley. It runs south and west. Wait a minute. This is the sort of place where robbers hang out. You dead end in the alley. A fat man lies in a corner, fast asleep. It's not polite to call people fat. He is sound asleep. Nothing could wake him. Is that a piece of paper? It almost looks like a piece of paper he's sleeping under. Hey, dragon. Welcome in. You guys, please go check out Dragon of the West. The first Wolfenstein, I tried to run it like once back in the day, but it always ran like way too fast. I could probably run it in DOSBox these days, but no, the only Wolfenstein I've really played is Wolfenstein 3D, and I guess Spear of Destiny a little. One of these days I'd like to try the older ones. Dragon of the West was playing Celeste today, and breaking his personal records. Hope you're having a good evening, Dragon. I also want to play the Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Like, was it 2005? That one looks cool. Talk to man. I can't just call you man. Slim Fat was asking about it. But I mean, I think like Escape from Castle Wolfenstein was also released on the Apple IIe. So maybe instead of DOSBox, the thing to do would be to download one of the Apple IIe emulators and play that. And maybe it was the Apple IIgs, I don't know. Apples were involved, I think. But what was that from, like 83 or 84? That might have been from the same year as this game. Right, that's the way we went. I just realized the Z's are animated. That's kind of impressive. I wouldn't have expected that from a graphical adventure game in this year. You can't push the man. Is that a board that we could take? You're on Baker Street, which runs north and south. Rick's Cafe lies to the east. Rick's Cafe is smoke-filled and crowded. You stop at the hat check room. A pretty woman smiles at you from behind the counter. You cannot speak to her unless you know her name. You cannot know her name unless you read the newspaper that came with your game in the box. Nah, just kidding. I hope. She is very pretty. I am the hat check girl. If you had a hat, I would take it for you. You can't tell if that guy has a mustache or he's baring his teeth there on the right. Was the fat man wearing a hat? He was not. Something on the ground there. Nah. A waitress arrives and deposits a drink on the table. You are in the dining room, but I don't think I have any money. Hey, that guy didn't check his hat. What gives? Looks like some of them are giving me the eye. As you examine the drink, a tiny little man goes running by. Oh, wait. You see a tablet dissolving in the drink. Poison. They're a motley bunch. Follow tiny man. You can't go carrying a drink around. Spill drink. Push drink. Tablet is still dissolving. I wonder if we're soft locked because we didn't catch the tiny man. This is where Baker Street dead ends. Look at box. This is no ordinary store. Its shelves are empty. The seedy clerk eyes you warily. What's in that jar on the counter? If that's what that is. He says, "We have nothing to sell. Mate, merchandise is the byword of success." It looks like it's either an original by Picasso or a finger painting by Charlie the Chimp. Well, I suppose that tells you what the makers of this game thought about Picasso. Look at... I think that's a cash register. Let's see, is that a wilted plant in the lower left? No, they are plants. God, looks like there's something on the shelf, though. Oh. Ask about merchandise. Is there shells in the jar, are they? Look at window. Yeah. An old derelict, reeking of ale and bitters, lies in the gutter, mumbling incoherently. He says, forget airline tickets. Forged airline tickets are but a step away when one knows the byword. The byword. You'll hardly get a response from the merchandise. I think... Is that a cat in the knocked over barrel? It is. It's a scruffy looking feline. The cat scampers out of your reach. Does he have a hat? You're in an airport. There's a plane here, preparing to fly to Luxembourg. You have a shell, a rock, a map, a piece of steel, some canvas, and a meat cleaver. Then we could take him to the... What's it called? Cafe, but no. I feel like we've got to... Jeez. You can't chase the cat. You cannot pat the cat. I just said look at it. I didn't say stick my face in it. Sheesh. Some boxes, aren't they? Cover? Although slightly weather-worn, the canvas is in good shape. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's just talking about the canvas that I'm carrying around, not whatever he's sleeping under. Maybe the cat is reprobate like Airplane Line, or like Fluff Bomb Cheer Glimmer. Oh yes, you know, I want to talk about a... Oh, but he's adorable. He causes trouble, but we love him anyway. Why? He is already sleeping like a dead man. Yeah, but he's not dead, is he? Rob man. Oh! Oh, I could... That was the game giving me a hint. I'm a bad guy. Yeah. Isn't it probably soft locked? Should probably just load. And save before I go into the restaurant. This was before autocorrect. Oh, nice. I can let you have nice long save game names here. And now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head all night. Can we just buy the fishing pole now? The fisherman laughs. For £5 you got a deal. The pole is yours. Oh, okay, there. This is how many pounds I have. You managed to fish out an old newspaper. Well, I assume if I caught it on my fishing pole that I had it. Bit of an assumption, apparently. Financier Arkman donates new hospital ring. Arkman was a wealthy industrialist. Gee, I was going to start taking notes, wasn't I? Just what you always wanted. What, a new wing to your hospital? I didn't even know you had a hospital, yak. Chat column. Yeah, I mean, I can still see chat on the screen too. Who, what is it? Donated a new hospital wing. I'm thinking maybe the words that I think about will give me more clues. I'm still asleep. There's the byword. Better the byword than the biplane. Alright, it just thinks we're talking to the merchandise. Ask ticket. Talk to woman. But I have a hat. But sir, you have no hat. She's right. I don't have a hat. Thank you, Yak. I hope your dinner turns out well. Oh. Alright, let's drop stuff. Alright. Yeah, of course, Yak. Appreciate you hanging out. He says, don't forget to pick it up on your way out. Look at waitress. It's the back door, isn't it? So, I guess it's when you look at your drink is when it triggers the tiny man. He's wearing a black and white tuxedo. He says, "Welcome to Rick's." Look at drink. Follow the man. Look. Hat. Take hat. The lady hands you your hat and says, "Thank you for eating at Rick's. Please come again." Drink. It tastes awful. Oh no, it's poison. It seems the game has ended. Which is kind of wild. I mean, for £5, this is his livelihood, unless he has another fishing pole. talk to fisherman. Yeah. Whenever we have the pole. Can we fish out more, though? Yeah. We've never used that canvas, have we? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think what I could drop. The derelict giggles when you search him, but you can find nothing. You can't rob the derelict. Yeah. Watch the shell be completely worthless, even though it was the first object we saw in the whole game. I still want this look in the barrel, will it? Talk to cat. The cat meows in reply. It's a sturdy little single prop. It's a spunky little Morris Mini. Steal car. Take car. Drive car. Grand Theft Auto is not an acceptable hobby in England. Oh boy, wait till we get to London 1969. You need an airline ticket to board the plane. Come back to that thing on the wall. Oops. Right, if you look, it'll just tell you what it said when you first got here. What's the point of checking your hat? Let's trigger him. The question is whether the tiny man was the one who poisoned the drink. Can't use pull. He doesn't know what catching is. Woman. You already took my hat, lady. Huh. Meet me at the inn, booth 11. I wonder if the tiny man recognized the fat man's hat. Everybody's just a man. Weird. Oh, unless... Wait. Do I not take the hat? Yeah. It's only you can see it appear a minute after, or a second after the rest of the scene is drawn in. It's a fine hat. So, I won't. Hey, stock forwarder, welcome in. How are you doing? And we just got a redemption for sporting nouveau riche Londoner Cthulhu. Half a moment. Well, that's great to hear.
what's all this then? Mind Shadow. If it were up to me, it would be Mind Shadow over Innsmouth. Yes, or should I say, in his mouth, because, well, after I consume you, you're going to be in my mouth very briefly. I've been known to devour humans who trifle with me. Just as his game seems to be doing a bit of trifling, wouldn't you agree? Oh no, you're just supposed to know that once you enter a cave, you dig in the cave. Well, I certainly dig everywhere I find, but I know where to dig and where not to because I know a great deal more than humans. If you didn't know what to do in this game, maybe it's because you're not quite as intelligent as a god. I do like that the game takes place in London. Fine sort of place. And if you can't figure out what to do, well, the game pretty much told you everything you needed to know. You just didn't necessarily think of it, and if you can't tell the difference between man and men, well, those are two very different sort of things. Say I kill a man. That's no big deal. Say I kill a great deal of men. Frankly, that doesn't bother me either, because I am, as we are all quite aware, Cthulhu. So, if you haven't solved this game yet, well, I believe I could speedrun it in 5 minutes flat. Try pulling that off with your quick typing.
I hate it when my headphone cables get tangled up in my mouth tentacles. So one, let's look at the hat. So what I'm guessing is either the tiny man or the hat check girl, the check chick for short, puts the message in the hat. Examine drink. Take hat. Talk. They seem more interested in consuming their coffee and donuts, little knowing that the coffee is poisoned. That's a good question, yeah. You know, with speedrun requirements, relies on just typing with your fingers, you know. If you're typing with other appendages and typing that much faster, then it gives you an unfair advantage, and, you know, I can't think that these elder gods would take unfair advantage over weaker beings. The inn. Oops. Where is the inn? Save merchandise. I know, right? It keeps thinking we'll talk to the merchandise. And this game does not know what quotation marks are. Well, it uses them, but won't let you put them in. Take jar. You cannot take the Jared. Some interesting noun conjugation we got going on here. Look. Look on that wall. Oh, can we climb over it on the trash can? You can't go there. Perhaps you've tried a direction. Well, I just tried a direction. Let's see. Didn't think that would be the inn. I'm seeing the derelict there and thinking of the cremation of Sam McGee. Oh, the bum says, £5 buys you this. The byword is Chandralt. Was that Chandu's long lost brother? Yeah, money gets people to talk. Oh, hey, Techie Rob. Thank you so much for subscribing. 28 months. Wow. And you guys, please go check out Techie Rob, who streams a lot of retro games of different kinds. What was he streaming the other day? Was it Wings of V again? Oh, he was streaming Zelda. Macarena of Slime. Oh yeah, of course. How are you? Is this your first playthrough of Ocarina of Time, Techie Rob? I may have asked you that before. Yeah, I was going to say I hope your weekend's going well, but I guess over there in England, there is no more weekend. Oh, speaking of which, we're in England in this game right now. Tell me if you recognize any of the sites, Techie Rob. Chandralt. He says, "Welcome. I am Grevdan, Master Forger, Airline tickets are £200, mate. Why, how lucky I have £200. Oh, so you played it in 2001, just a couple years after it came out. So that's not exciting. You get to experience it almost for the first time again. And see if it still holds up. I know a lot of people say that'd be exciting, being able to experience a game for the first time again. It seems like I've done that a couple times where I play the game for the first time in years. Oh, you know MINDSHADOW, Techie Rob. Yes, that's what we're bumbling our way through. Can we just say, the game was shit-talking Picasso, but, yes, Grave Dawn has a slightly cubist face, if you know what I mean. Think Grave Dawn. Give pounds to Grave Dawn. Might appreciated, mate. Not mighty appreciated, just might. He appreciates might. We already have the ticket. Now the question is the inn in Luxembourg or is the inn around here somewhere? I mean, save now. Weird that. Oh, maybe the pounds took up an inventory item slot. Is there some kind of cleaver other than a meat cleaver? I'm trying to think of. I've heard it used in another way. Well, a beaver cleaver, I suppose. Can we capture the cat in canvas and then smuggle him to Luxembourg? We like the cat. Yeah, fine. Stay here in England and scrounge kipper bones from the rubbish bin, see if I care. Wait. Search car. Hit car with cleaver. Cut car with cleaver. I hate that car. You take an uneventful trip to Luxembourg. A plane is here, ready to cross the channel back to England. Oh, okay, so I guess we can go back and forth as needed. Yeah. It's like a buy one airline ticket, ride for free all day. It's like a premium carousel pass or something. Your You're in the world-famous Straussbahn, which runs north and south. A small Tyrolean inn is not far to the west. Inn, you say? Tyrolean. It reminds me of the name of a boss from Hell Creature Rotten Corpse, but I'm probably getting confused. Looks like a policeman. I don't know what they call them in Luxembourg. He is a brawny fellow. He says, "I don't want no trouble on my beat." The chubby man is selling pickles. How about a delicious pickle? Do not have any. I don't know what currency they use in Luxembourg. Larks. Yeah. In Germany, they use marks. In Luxembourg, they use larks. That's what we're calling it until somebody says differently. Whatever. The inn is dark and welcome, but built a little strangely. 99 small booths line the walls. To sit at one, type booth and a number. 99. This is a very strange inn. There is a dead man here. Oh dear. He's dead, all right. My hat, his hat. Nope. I just dropped the hat. Why can I not pick it up again? God damn it. Oh, maybe if you buy the airline ticket when your inventory is full, it lets you carry more than your max number of inventory items temporarily. Except we already used the ticket. Oh, I guess we need it to get back to England if we ever need to get back to England. Find a note and an ID card. I think we're going to start having to drop stuff. And the steel might come in handy. Shell. Maybe I have a note about Financier Arkman, so. And I'll drop the steel and hope I can come back if need be. Jared is in room 207. Ah, that's why I was talking about Jared when I brought up the jar. Wild coincidence. Oh, room 207. Good luck. A lowlife you know well. You thought he died in a fiery auto accident. And after your difficulty in interacting with a Morris Mini, you would like to cause a fiery auto accident. Jared is a lowlife whom we thought died in a fiery auto accident. Bob Masters. I think Bob Masters. A trusted friend. This Bob Masters himself dead before us? I already got a response from the Bob. Yes, well, I wasn't exactly holding up a shilling to interrogate it, now was I? There's something on the table in front of him, and I'm... Can you guys make out what that is in the lower left? It almost looks like a vase with a single flower. Oh, I guess that's what it is. But that's the property of the inn. Go upstairs? You can't go there. There's... Rooms and booths do not work the same way, do they? Only very specific times that you can give something. He says, I hope you enjoyed your flight. The Straussbahn runs north and south here. A street to the west would deposit you at the bank. Mountain Wilderness. We're going to need to find our way through Mountain Wilderness, aren't we? I think that's another cop. Or the same one following us. He doesn't want trouble on his beat either. The bank is a staid, professional, very old Europe. A clerk stands behind the counter counting money. Yep. Talk to clerk. Your account number, please. I didn't think 207 was our account number, but how can we get money to buy a pickle? Is that something in the tree? You flail around for a bit, but succeed in only in soiling your clothes. You zoom in. I think it's in a tree branch. It's not a bird, is it? How much good that does. The Straussbahn has led you to the tourist quarter of the city. The elegant Luxembourg Hotel stands to the west. Mountain wilderness. And that is where the Straussbahn ends. The desk clerk says, "Good day, sir. Your room is number 202. The hotel lobby is as stately and appointed as its exterior. A young clerk is half asleep behind the counter. Here. 207. So he knows me. Do I need to take a key? I guess not. You're in the lobby. There's a vintage elevator to the north. Exhausting all the directions. You're inside the hotel elevator. You hear a humming of machinery. You're on the second floor. You're inside the hotel elevator. You're on the second floor. An elevator lies to the north. Once again, it comes down to Pablo Picasso or Charlie the Chimp. We're in room 202 and we see a parchment. You got a parchment. Thwat! A poison dart has just plunged into your back. The poison works quickly. Your life flashes before your eyes. Oh, yes. Now you remember. Your name is... You're dead. All right. Easy enough to get back to where we were. Drop. Whatever. I don't know if I need to do all this to trigger something. Might as well save. I'll start reusing saves eventually. Oops. Oops. And we can go into random rooms. As you enter room 203, you notice something immediately. It is empty. Room 204 is empty. You burst into room 201, ready for anything, but there's just a man reading The Unbearable Lightness of Being. He smiles benevolently at you. He says, "Scram before I call the manager." Yeah. Exactly what I'd call a benevolent smile. The man is obsessed with his book. It's an old book. You decide to be an agent of chaos. But you cannot cut the man. You're in room 206. It is sunny, cheerful, and comfortable. They're just trashing all the art. You don't need that hat. You've got one of your own. Well, you left it with a corpse. It's not so much of your own if you stole it. As you barge brazenly into room 208, a man pokes his head out of the shower and glares at you. He says, "Do you mind, buddy?" Let's see what that is by the lamp there. You're in room 207. A man is here trying to sleep. The man pulls the covers aside, revealing a small pistol. With an evil glint in his eye, the man squeezes the trigger. It seems that your game has ended. Figured something like that would happen. I guess you can only... Maybe the hotel only has 2 floors. So once you're in the room, you only get one turn to do the right thing. I probably have to do something before we go in there. Knock door. You cannot knock the door. Okay. As soon as you go into your room, they kill you with the dart. Ooh, that book is thick enough to block a bullet. The man hollers, and the little clerk comes running in. With a whooping battle cry, the clerk rapidly disposes of you. Oh, wow, they don't mess around in Luxembourg. You try to take somebody's book from in a hotel, and you get killed. I don't know why you can't go to the right. It sure looks like a direction to me. Stately hotel lobby. Yeah, he doesn't care. He just tells me that's what room we're in. Out of curiosity. You can only go so far in the mountain wilderness. Oh, you can't go in that direction. Interesting. There's more than one tree here. that's enough time out in the mountains. We could steal a pickle with the fishing pole. Use. They don't want to be bothered. I wonder whether Bob Masters was the tiny little man in England. You don't see a bottle. Game is gaslighting me again. No. Just my hat again. Right. Doesn't know how to show, and we can't give the ID to the policeman. I'm guessing that we don't want to tell him about the dead body in there because he doesn't want any trouble on his beat. Oh, we bought the pickle and we ate it right up. Munch, crunch, that was tasty. I don't know where we got the money from. How the pickles will come into play. Maybe it's worth going back to England now that we've found the corpse. Who we could talk to. He's still asleep. Jeez, I don't think I wrote that down. Gear vault, I think. He has his "get out of here before you're seen." I didn't know I had a scene. Can I borrow your script? No. Nothing new. May I take your hat, sir? See, maybe. Yeah. I think maybe the thing to do is just attack. What's his name? Jared. You cannot attack the Jared. Yeah. How? I don't know. Punch him, kick him, throw him out the window. There are lots of ways to attack a man. So, I mean, he might kill us regardless of seeing who we are. We could disguise ourselves. We could kill him first. We could. No. frustrating thing. It sometimes, it won't tell you what things are because it thinks you're supposed to look at the picture and identify them and ask about them, but I don't know what that thing by the lamp is. Yeah. Also, I realized if they draw the items you can pick up last, then if I watch the picture being drawn, I don't see anything. It just fills in the lines. And you see how that hat, that's part of the background. Make sure I've got that right. Yeah. Yeah, see, it appears last. Yeah, right. Can't look at it if I'm not holding it. Oops, misspelled it. Canvas is still in good shape. I tried throwing over the canvas on him. Oops. Won't get anything useful out of him. If we had a phone, but I didn't know if I saw phones in the hotel rooms, and I'm not clear when this game takes place exactly. There's another word, phone. It's supposed to be the sign of the, or the shadow of the sign on the left there. Interesting. I just noticed that the trees have slightly different colored branches. Now we're going to find our account number. Going back to that thing in the tree. Okay, whatever that thing is, it's part of the background. Look at the way it's drawn. Right. It looks like that thing on the ground is drawn after the rest of the picture. Doesn't it? Let me watch it one more time. I think so. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I should wrap up the stream at this point. I know most of my streams have been shorter of late, but it's almost midnight, and I am stumped. I think that's partly because I'm getting tired. Should. You've been in Luxembourg before. Remember nothing important about pickles. Yeah, I should probably wrap up for the night. Oh, hey, Yak. Welcome back. I was actually just thinking that I should wrap up, because it is late and I'm stumped again. But things were exciting, we found more ways to die. Well, we found a corpse, and then we got killed with a poison dart, and then we got gunned down. It feels like the story is really starting to pick up. We're getting to the exciting part. Yeah. I don't know how long the game is. I would assume we got a couple more streams left, though. In essence, it's saving at this point. I don't think I tried, but it would have just said either you cannot poke the corpse or I do not know the word poke. Yeah. But it's a pretty interesting game, kind of. It's like weirdly fast paced once you figure out what to do. It's like just kind of jumping around. Oh, now we're here, and now we're here. They were still a good ways away from figuring out who the hell we are. But as for what's... Hey, Haggard Hessian, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Oh no, what? What is it, Yak? You guys, please go check out Haggard Hessian. Who's playing... So, you were doing a co-stream with Dragon, actually, weren't you? Were you playing more Celeste? Yeah. How's your night going? We were actually just about to wrap up, Hessian, because I'm stumped and it's getting late. I should start streams earlier. Oh, Escape from LA. Yeah, sure. It's the sequel to the classic 80s movie Escape from New York, right? I don't think I ever saw that. Just saw Escape from New York. Nice. Good Game Boy games. How is it? Is it a good movie? God, it's been so many years since I saw the first one. I would have to watch the Escape from New York again. My father showed it to me back, I don't know, high school maybe? Some time ago. I know that was one of those games you used to see in the movies and the video stores. Oh, they use CGI in it. I guess it was later than I realized. Oh, the second one. Yeah. Of course, like, everybody owns all the games. Yeah. All those prototypes, all those unlicensed ones. Oh, it has Bruce Campbell. Oh, he's awesome. That makes me want to check it out even more. Yeah, so many good movies I should see. But hey, at least I watched Fallout, so now I'm kind of in the know about current stuff. Next I'll go back to watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, it's like he's had so much plastic surgery done that you can't tell it's Bruce Campbell. That's funny. But I imagine that's pretty cool for an actor, being like playing a role where nobody will recognize you until you, unless they recognize your name. Yeah. But MindShadow's going alright. I don't think I like it as much as Leather Goddesses of Phobos. But it's also in there, you know. Developers are taking so much time to do graphics then. Like in Leather Goddesses, they could just focus on the text. And that did have some frustrating moments. Hey, I'm gonna find somebody to raid, but as for what's coming up on stream, no bonus audiobook stream this week is the plan, unless I manage to get home early tomorrow and do one. But oh yes, the Regent, of course. But on Wednesday we'll be continuing Doom the reboot and having a good time with that. And next Saturday we'll play a couple of random short horror games. So I've got one or two in mind. And then next Sunday we'll continue MINDSHADOW. And I should look up, try and get a sense of like how many more streams it's going to be. Now, let's see who we can raid. Sometimes I see random names on Twitch. I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, a lot of people aren't online. Let's raid. Oh, what's Valsia playing? Scorn. Oh, it's nice. The level 1 boss from Knights of the Round got his own spin-off game. Good for him. We should all be so lucky. Nah, but I think we should raid Ruby J. She's a fun streamer, and she doesn't have many viewers tonight. Oh, and she's playing Midnight in Salem. That's the last Nancy Drew game. Yeah, from one adventure game to another. I know. Some of those Nancy Drew games are really great. I say that I played like, what have I played? 4 of them? Yeah. Maybe someday I'll play through the entire series. And thank you everybody for coming to watch me type random words just to see if they got us somewhere. Really thought they'd let us pet the cat. But if this game were made 10 years later, we would have been able to. Your younger cousin made up that silly thing about Nancy Drew. But I appreciate all the chatters, and I appreciate all the lurkers, and all the resubs and everything else. And you guys can find me on Twitter and MySpace, where I post stream announcements and random thoughts. And you can find VODs of my past streams up on YouTube. Yeah, you know, we will finish a dragon. One stream a year. We'll get through Hatoful Boyfriend eventually. Thank you, Yak. Everybody, have a good night. Say hi to Ruby J. And try to remember who you are.